Hey there, it's Nicole, teacher from Empire English, and today we are talking about the weather. People love to talk about the weather just to kind of fill the time or to bond with somebody. And I know you have been learning English terms about weather for many years. You might think you don't need this video. However, there are some terms that you might be using incorrectly, or there may be some terms that you are not using that are quite useful in English. So one of the distinctions I'd like to make right off the bat is the difference between native English speakers and people who are not native English speakers when using the terms rainy and snowy. Now, these words end in Y, and they are adjectives that can describe the type of day or the type of weather. However, native English speakers don't usually say it is rainy or it's a rainy day. They don't say it is snowy or it's a snowy day. While that is correct, we tend to say what's happening. We use the verb like it is raining. It is snowing. It is raining out. It was snowing out. However, we do use the words foggy because that's faster to say than there is a lot of fog outside today. And we use windy because it's faster than saying the wind is blowing hard today or the wind is so strong today. And we also use sunny because that's faster than saying the sun is so bright today or the sun is shining bright today. So I guess the easy way to remember that is just try to stop saying rainy and snowy. It is not incorrect, it is perfectly correct to use, but if you wish to sound more like a native English speaker, then I would avoid using those terms so frequently. A couple quick tips about fog and wind is that if the fog is very heavy, you can say it's a heavy fog, but you can also say the fog is very thick. It's a thick fog. It's very windy out. The wind is very strong today, or the wind is blowing hard. For wind, you can use strong or hard. I prefer strong because you can't really make an awkward mistake with the word strong talking about wind, but with hard, you can kind of always make a mistake using that word, and that's another video about the words easy and hard. Now, when these weather conditions disappear, you can use the term died down. You can use this term for many situations, but for fog, you can also use cleared up. So you can say the fog died down or the fog cleared up. For wind, you would say the wind died down. I don't know why we say died down. Since I have been teaching English, I have started to wonder why we have some of these English terms, because die down doesn't really make sense, but it is a common term. You often hear that about noise. So if there's a lot of noise and then the noise died down. I also hear that about traffic. The traffic died down. I am not saying you can use this term in every situation. However, you will hear it in many situations, and you should pay attention to when it is used. Another term you might hear is to clear up. So the rain cleared up or the sky cleared up. That means maybe there were many dark clouds and now they have vanished and gone away, so you can see the blue sky. And speaking of skies, most of my clients and students were not familiar with the term hazy. Hazy is not the same as foggy. Hazy, I feel like it's an oily look to the sky, in my opinion. It's kind of gray, but you can still see things, just maybe like blurry. Smog is when it's very thick, and that's from air pollution, maybe from cars or factories. And overcast is weather related, not related to pollution, and that is when the clouds are creating a darkness in the sky. A lot of weather conditions can do damage, and I want you to use that term, do damage. So the wind did a lot of damage to our roof. The rain did a lot of damage to our garden. So to do damage to something is a very common and useful term that native English speakers use a lot. You also hear cause damage. That's another common expression, but more often I tend to hear do damage. If you've ever heard the term sun shower, that is when the sun is still shining and there is rain at the same time. So it is raining while the sun is still bright and maybe the sky is still blue. I actually love sun showers. I don't know why. I really, really love it. And I feel like it doesn't happen very often, so it's kind of a special thing. Well, it started raining after all, and it is a sun shower. I think that Mother Nature heard how much I love sun showers. I would say it's more than a sprinkle. It's not just sprinkling. When we're casually speaking, I don't really hear people say rainfall or snowfall. In regular casual conversation, I don't hear those terms used too often by native English speakers. We don't tend to say there was a rainfall or there was a snowfall. Usually we discuss these terms, rainfall and snowfall, in more formal speaking or maybe more of a serious discussion related to weather specifically. Thank you for sticking with me today. Thank you for being outdoors with me in this weather, and I hope that you've enjoyed all of the terms that I have shared with you. I hope that I have cleared some things up for you, and I hope that you subscribe below. Share my videos with your friends by telling them to log on and join us with Nicole Teacher at Empire English. See you in the next video.